freaking minute, you know? It's been a minute. You know, there's few things more invigorating than receiving a package in the mail. Like copious amounts of cookies and flirtatious glances through a bookcase at the library. But when I hear that overly loud or overly quiet knock, it's never at a normal decibel, you know? Either it's a slight tap, you know, like a tic-tac dropping on a couch cushion, or it's like a freaking fully armored medieval knight drop-kicking a jar of bolts into a china cabinet full of TNT into an F-15 jet. But those glorious taps that say, your package is outside. Come poke dull instruments inside my tiny tape cap like ballpoint pens and worn house keys. I freaking track my packages like a freaking overbearing obsessive parent. It's sad. It's a sickness. It's a death warrant. This is what my week consists of. Order placed. Delegates on the way. They shipped! I guess they're not coming today? It says it's in the same state! It's in the same state! Where are my delegates? Oh, my package! My package! So this story involves a package. Okay? My package. You know, it was a pretty important package. It was going to arrive on this day. And usually deliveries were made at like 5 in the p.m. This, however, was an overnight delivery. Okay, so I had no idea when it was going to get here. All I knew is I had to be there to sign for it. Because if I wasn't there to sign for it, it would be stolen. Like my bike pump. I was gonna wait the entire dang day for this delivery. So it was like 3 p.m. and I decided I'm gonna hop into the shower. And you're probably wondering, why a 3 p.m. shower? Who delivers a package at 3 p.m.? Right? Like, what madman would deliver a package at 3 in the p.m.? So I lather up the soap and I begin washing my face. And it was about this time that I hear a freaking sound like a dead body being chunked at my door. So I immediately turn off the water. And it's completely silent. Complete butt-naked silence. Which is actually quieter than regular silence. Yeah. So I step out of the shower and I'm just listening for sounds. Any kind of evidence. I mean, just anything. I didn't hear a thing. So just to make sure, I bust cheek into the living room and I swack open the blinds to the window. And what do I see? The purring of an idle delivery truck. It was happening. So I run to my front door and I scream, 1 minute! And I bolt back into my bathroom. I grab my last towel, okay? To stop the crippling soap from melting my retinas. Because soap was everywhere. I was literally stopped at the worst stopping point in the showering procedure. So I slapped out a face. Only to be met by a 3 centimeter thick lining of cat hair. Yes, thank you. I mean, clearly this was Kevin McAllister laying a tainting on my life. It couldn't be my cat, who finds effervescent joy by hibernating on my freshly minted towels. Not only do I have shampoo on my face, I have the caked insulation of shampooed hair on my face. Donated by the local domestic house cat. Yes! The worst part was I couldn't find my pants. I mean, they were folded neatly somewhere, but I couldn't see anything. I mean, I had shampoo all in this. My minute was up. There was no knock. And if you did, it was like a freaking butterfly landing on a Q-tip because it was that loud. Which wasn't very loud at all. So I hastily grabbed the first thing I can get my hands on, which happened to be a shirt. I mean, I didn't even think twice. I popped my legs through the dang sleeve. I'm freaking wearing shirt pants. At this point, actually, I looked a lot like a deranged member from the Addams Family. But what did I care, you know? I mean, I was getting the most important package of my natural-born life. I swing the door open with festive cheer, which quickly burned away like a cheap incense when I realized I opened the door all the way. There was an immediate, painfully crushing silence as the delivery guy just stares at me. Granted, I was not in my Sunday's best, I was in my Saturday's best, which is actually my best. He then decides to small talk me. This is supposed to be an exchange and go. So he looks at me and he says, I've been there. Like, till this day, I have no idea what he meant by that. He's been there? And maybe it was because he started this completely unwarranted conversation. But I decide to engage. So I get super serious. And I look at him, and this was all meant to be in good fun, right? I look at him and I say, you're a werewolf too. I expected to get a great laugh out of this. I look like freaking Teen Wolf in mid-transformation. And then he gets like super serious. And I'm thinking like, well, maybe it's because I brought up werewolves, you know? I mean, werewolves, that's a serious topic. I don't know what's going on. And he gets really uncomfortable and he hands me the freaking, the little adult Fisher-Price pin tablet that they have. And then he says to me, sign there. I knew something was off. Something was going on. I mean, the tone switched on a dime. And then I realized what was going on. I wasn't wearing a jersey crew neck for my shirt pants, like I previously had thought. It was much too breezy. Much too breezy. In the hustle and bustle of things, I picked up another piece of clothing. Many in the current world refer to it as a tank top. So during this delivery, I was delivering a package of my own. I didn't even need to look down. I knew. So he hands me the box, and I take it with one hand. And the other hand, I'm tightly gripping the curtains to this unintentional peep show. And at this moment, I don't even know why. I don't know why, but I crack a joke. This is what, it's my thing. It's my thing. When I get cornered in an awkward moment, I crack a joke. I look at him and I crack one off. I say, no need to sign for mine. You see, I assumed that he knew about the exposed area. But I don't think he knew at that moment. Because he gives me a look like, what the crap are you talking about? He's looking around, and then he locks eyes. He goes, oh, dude, oh. I don't even let him finish. I just slam the door. And it shook the apartment. I can't even. Freaking after that, I didn't even care. I mean, I had my package. I'm sure if he's ever walked into the men's locker room at a YMCA, he's seen much worse. Once I walked into the locker room at the Y and I freaking saw a 60-year-old man butt naked eating a Butterfinger with not a care in the world. I can't eat Butterfingers anymore.